Hello everyone, welcome to the Web Security Academy series, and in this video we will be covering the username enumeration via different responses of authentication vulnerability series. So this lab is vulnerable to the username enumeration and password Bruteforce attack, and they have provided the candidate usernames and the candidate password. So let us open it in separate tabs. So here I can see a full list of usernames and a list of passwords they have already provided. In case if you don't want to use this default usernames and passwords, you can create your own usernames and password, or you can also find it in your word list file. Now let us access this lab. So this is the web application, and here I can see in my account, so username and the password field. So let us just try to give a simple username test and simple password test. Let's see what happens. Invalid username. So the same thing, let us see in the HTTP history. I have already opened my Burp Suite here. Now if I just see the last request that I have sent, username test and password test, and I am getting an invalid username response. So let me send it to the intruder. Now this is my intruder page. So there are two ways to do the intruder attack. First, you select this username and enumerate the user using the sniper attack. And other way is you take the username and the password, use the two different payload set in the username and password using the cluster bomb attack, and enumerate the username and password in one shot. So let us take the step-by-step approach. So first I'll add this username, click on add, and attack type, let it be sniper. You will go to the payload. So in the payload set, let us give the username that is already being provided to us. And I'll paste it here. So here I can see total 101 number of requests that we are going to send it. And let's just start the attack. Okay. So my attack is over. Now what I am probably looking at is probably either a different status code or a different content length. Now let me just filter the status code, and all the status code is 200. And if I filter the content length, here you can see this particular content length is 3250, which is different from the other one, 3248. So let us assume this is my username. So let me keep a note of this. So the next thing is we need to perform a brute force attack on the password field. Let's discard this. I'll go to the request again. Instead of using the test, let us use the same username that we have extracted at, and this password field I'm going to enumerate. Now for this password field, again my attack type is sniper. Payload, now I need to change the payload. So let me remove all this existing payload that I have used, and these are the lab passwords that they have provided. So let me copy it, paste it here, and start the attack. Now here, if you really look into this, see, for this particular request I'm getting a 302 status code. Now what does 302 status code indicate? 302 status code indicates that the requested URL is available in a different location. And if I see the response, it is also showing me the appropriate location as well. However, let me copy this password, Ctrl C, and now let me try to log into the application using the extracted usernames and the passwords. So it says you have successfully solved this lab. So thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.